Top of the morning to you, laddies. It's me. Now, this week's Minecraft preview, upon initial inspection, may look minuscule, but that's where you're wrong. Because you see, actually, if you know exactly where to look, then this preview, well, it makes some shockingly beautiful changes to Minecraft as we know it. Now, a lot of our changes today, laddies, will actually build upon what was initially laid down last week. So if you haven't seen last week's groovy look at the brand new, fancily cool yet beautiful Minecraft aesthetic, well, you're going to want to check that one out. Maybe next. Vibrant visuals. Oh, mama. We know how it is. The most beautiful graphics mode of all time. Inside of this week's preview, we have the expansion of vibrant visuals for iOS and Android. Basically, you gotta check it. If you weren't able to run vibrant visuals on your device before, well, now you might actually be able to. So that's a W. Now, if you are in tune with this Minecraft update, then you will know when it comes to Netherite armor, we are no longer alone. But, you see, Netherite armor, it kind of has this interesting, unique property. You see, in a survival setting, if one was able to obtain Netherite armor and then equip it, well, every single piece of Netherite armor, well, it'll actually provide a little bit of knockback resistance. With this stuff equipped that way, when you're being whacked and smacked by the local sheep enemy or something, well, you'll be pushed a little bit less far back. But we're not the only one anymore. Netherite Nautilus armor, Netherite horse armor. And that's where the problem arises. Because you see, if I were to take a look at this horse armor, I mean, I don't really have any information on either of them. But if I were to statistically actually equip this thing and then take damage that would cause a little bit of knockback. For example here, and hopefully this is a decent example, but something like a cactus, if I go ahead and run right into it and I'm taking a little bit of damage on the horse, well, I'm not getting knocked back at all. And that's because Netherite horse armor will now provide knockback resistance. Maybe an easier way to show this one off is when I whack the horse, of course, only for science. It seems like I'm still, ever strong and it flies quite a bit, but a similar thing is going to go on with the Nautilus over here. If I equip it with a little bit of armor and then hit it, well, theoretically, it should be being knocked back less far than before. The weird thing about this one, though, quite puzzling, Netherite horse armor and Nautilus armor provide only 0.1 points of a knockback resistance. That's like nothing. Like, every single piece of Netherite armor, when I put it on, gives me 1 knockback resistance. So that's 4 total. This horse has a full body of armor on. Come on. Now, speaking of horses, the dead of night. At nighttime, in an earlier preview, we discovered something kind of game-breaking. Essentially here, you were able to pause your game, go into settings, flip your difficulty to peaceful, then back out, run around at nighttime, and zombie horses would spawn hardcore like crazy all over the place here. Now, for whatever reason, moving around here at nighttime, the horses are no longer spawning at all. They've decided to completely remove them from peaceful Minecraft. I guess if you want to compare things to the husk that was previously entirely unobtainable in peaceful, maybe it's like a parody thing, but I mean, look, it's definitely a little bit sad for your friend who only plays on peaceful. And another big one that we talked about in last week's preview video, the leaked UI settings. Oh, they tried to stop me. They wanted to, but I'm in, baby. Alright, so this one here, starting off, isn't really new. This has been in the game for a while, but I haven't showed it off quite yet. The panorama of the brand new update with vibrant visuals. And not only does it rotate in a slightly different direction than it does on Minecraft Java, but it's a little bit different as well. Back over in game, if I actually pause the game, find the setting button that is still buried down here, and then scroll down a little bit. At last, the developers have given me access. We have a brand new general settings menu. I don't think I had this one before. This is a brand new look to your basic settings that don't necessarily belong anywhere. But then the big one here, video settings, a total overhaul for the video settings menu. So as far as I can tell here, our setting order is approximately the same. Other than this one, I believe in-game graphics mode switching has been bumped all the way up to the top. After that, though, we'll have our other settings like simple, fancy, and vibrant visuals, the graphic modes. Our biggest change here that you will notice is when you switch between simple or fancy and a vibrant visuals. When flipping a vibrant visuals, we'll see all of our vibrant visual settings down below here. If I tap on adjust right here, this screen is exactly the same. Meanwhile, if I switch over to fancy, we'll see some of the other settings that are tied to fancy and a brand new look for this toggle right here. In my opinion, it's kind of annoying that I can't just close this whole section of the menu here, because how it's a little bit darker, it almost looks like if you maybe tapped on a button next to vibrant visuals or something, it would just close up, but no. So we have a bunch of different settings in here that I will probably never end up touching. And then eventually we get to even more other video settings here too, and just wow, I mean, this is way more beautiful, but at the same time, the menu is a little bit longer now. Another thing that's kind of interesting here, this FOV thing, if I go ahead and adjust this, I can't go decimal by decimal anymore, so that's a removal. What do you think about the UI update? Do you like it? Do you not? Next up, with our strobing dancing lights. Oh man, we need to talk about this lighting update. It's crazy. Hey, it's me, Waddles, from the future. This is a quick reminder to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. So in last week's preview video, we took a look at this brand new, beautiful version of colored lighting. Now, one of the points that we touched on in that video was the fact that currently this colorful lighting, though it was beautiful at that point in time, it was a little bit bugged. Basically, it was less intense, especially when it comes to the vanilla blocks, than it really should look. When it comes to colorful lighting inside of Vibrant Visuals this week, I mean, yeah, first up, our Education Edition torches. These were the ones that had that really beautiful glow in the last week's preview. They are still absolutely as beautiful as before, maybe possibly a little bit more intense now too. Instead, our biggest change here, and the most amazing one that's going to affect so much inside of the game, well, it has to do with those vanilla Minecraft light sources. You know, something like the Nether portal. Oh my god, you guys, the torches, the new torches, the coloration from them, you can actually see them now. It's blue, it's green, and, well, it's kind of red. Well, alright, so with this new lighting here, they really shine, no pun intended, when they are isolated and on their own. For example, if I just have a blue torch, you could really see this blue lighting coming into effect. Meanwhile, a green one, same thing, it's way more green. Take the green out, put a red one, and now it's way more warm. Another big new system that we can take a look at here is the blending of the color of the lighting. So if I have a blue light and then I put a red light nearby, somewhere in between, if that red light is strong enough, we'll end up seeing a little bit of purple lighting. It's hard to see there because the redstone torch is so dull compared to the blue one, but that's kind of there. So another one that we can take a look at here with approximately equivalent light levels is a green one. If I put a green and a blue torch next to each other, well then the green becomes a little blued out and it's almost cyan going on here. You could go ahead and take your torches and spread them out even farther, and then you'll have more of a color gradient being created with our different light levels. So the blue torch, super blue. The green torch, very, very noticeably green. Our normal torch, I don't know, it's got that 90s vintage incandescent lighting look. It's wonderful. And then, of course, the red torch, way more dull than all of them, but definitely noticeably red when isolated on its own and allowed to shine. Now, with these more intense colors, oh man, they don't stop with the torches. No. In our other part, we discovered when traveling to the ancient city that the Scope Catalyst has a little bit of lighting, and whoa! Dude, that is way more blue and intense here. And Crying Obsidian, missed this one in the last one, but wow, look at how purple that is. If you want purple lighting, I mean, you don't really need to even bother with combining the torches. Just take the Crying Obsidian, it's insane. But with that being said, if I were to say take a torch and place it down, well, yeah, we could blend lighting from a torch and a block as well. And this could go on a block by block basis too. We could have a blue block, a purple block, and then combine the light colors. This glowing Crying Obsidian is honestly just like the glowing purple Nether portal that I absolutely fell in love with. But I have since discovered with this more noticeable glowing lighting that, oh my god, Mojang has actually done it. For the first time ever, finally, our blocks inside of vanilla Minecraft, the light ones, they actually have different, unique lighting here. Mama, check this out. So let me go ahead and take that out really quick, and then you can notice, obviously here, the sea lantern, it has a much more blue lighting tone than something like, say, the glow lantern. Glowstone over here, it's way more warm. Meanwhile, the green frog light, oh, dude, it's actually green. And the pearlescent one, well, it's pearlescent. Now, I had a lot of fun playing with these lighting, you know, messing with this stuff before the snapshot video so I could make it for you. The ochre one here, I mean, it's just kind of a warm one. Glowstone's definitely a better option. Jack-o'-lantern a little bit warm. I was hoping for something really cool to happen with our redstone lamp, but alas, no. And same exact thing with the copper bulb as well. It's just like a light. I was surprised to find out that the campfires, when I initially placed this one down, I was very unimpressed. Oh man, I got romantic, turned up the heat near the soul campfire, and wow, it's actually blue, guys. Pretty beautifully, the shroom light, it's a little bit warmer, kind of like glowstone. But then most amazingly, and this was definitely not like this before, the end rod that has always had some quite beautiful lighting, well, now it's purple. Now, honestly, this colored lighting, when enabled inside of your world, is going to change the look of your entire world. Of course, this could start with, like, your own custom build, where you use the green torch, and now your build is going to glow a little bit more green, or maybe red instead. But not just the torches, now it's going to translate over to areas where you are actually using the different blocks in the game as well. And then your structures that you will find all across the Minecraft world. Take this ruined portal, for example, that is now, thanks to the crying obsidian all over it, well, it's actually glowing a little bit bright tone near the floor, but way more purple up high. Actually, no shot, this is perfect. Off in the distance, another ruined portal, and you can see the purple glow. Meanwhile, something like an outpost that just uses normal torches, I mean, it's got that normal, nice, beautiful light glow. Once I realized that these blocks would actually glow here, I took the blocks, placed them down underwater, and then noticed that, whoa, wait a second, the lighting and the coloration, it's definitely changing when submerged as well. And that got me scheming. As soon as I realized that this lighting was being affected by the water, I had to do it. I slid over to an ocean monument, and oh my dude, the environment of the Minecraft world is so much better now. Not only do we have the light reflections from, I think, the sea lanterns, maybe it's my boy the moon, but the lantern looks really good above the water. But of course, even better under the water here, moving into an ocean monument with the sea lanterns all over the place. Inside of this thing, it feels way more frozen and blue. Now, obviously, these light tones here are going to catch off of the blocks that are around here. Wow, moving around inside of the ocean monument looks and feels completely different than it does in the vibrant visuals full game right now. Like, look at how big and clear this big open room is here, dude. I love it. It looks so good with all of these lanterns in here. And it actually makes the bright spots feel way more bright and the dark spots feel way more dark and creepy. Had to do it to him. We checked it out last time, but this time, the ancient city, oh my god, it is way more blue and frozen than it was last week. For example here, inside of an ancient city that is closed off to the lush caves biome, if I could go ahead and get rid of some of the warm glowing lava, well then pretty quickly here, this ancient city is going to turn into a frozen, desolate wasteland that is the deep dark biome. As I move into the deeper structure here and get away from the walls of the cave, everything becomes this weird blue feeling. And dude, the colorations here are just way more intense than they were in the last week. It's making the structure feel so much more creepy. Oh, dude, wrong time for the cave sound suit. Bro, stop it. You're terrifying me. Now, it's kind of cool here. We get a little bit of a contrast because as we move to the center where we have something like a candle that isn't as cool, oh, you know? Well, we can see that it gets a little bit more bright and warm, but again, moving away into the darker depths of this structure where it's all just blue. Oh my god, it's so creepy feeling. I love it. Moving on from the deep dark over to just the general caves here. Take a look at how different glow lichen is looking inside of this preview too. It's glowing up the caves way more than it did before. So caving is still going to be dangerous, but if they leave it like this, I mean, it's kind of crazy bright feeling. This is obviously a cave where I have placed 0 light sources down at all, and the brights here are so bright. Maybe almost too bright. On the other hand, if I were to move into the deep dark biome, again, remember the catalyst gives off light, and that light is blue. The skulk is blue too, so yeah, it almost feels like I'm under the water or something. Last things last today, gamers. The final thing that I'd like to take a look at is the super bright stronghold portal. But then, inside of the end, of course, we already have the end storms that make the end feel really purple. But moving myself out into the outer end, if I can find one of these strange foreign cities floating. Aha, well, if I could find one of these cities and move a little bit closer to it, the city is a little bit more purple looking than it was before, and that's even without these crazy end storms in the background too. Remember, because these end rods are giving off a little bit of a purplish glow here, combine that with all of the purple all over the structure, and we now have the most purple. I think it was actually probably already the most purple structure of all time, but it's purple-er. And wow, I just love the feel of the vibrant visuals end city. It's so amazing. Who'd have thunk that this week's preview was such an amazing one, even appearing to be small? Anyway, laddies, that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed, smash that like button, subscribe for more videos all the time, and until then, I think I'm just going to be dreaming, camping, sleeping inside of the end city. It's so gorgeous.